Once upon a time, in the quaint village of Dullsville, there lived a man named Walter. Walter was known for his fondness for fancy attire, even though the townspeople dismissed his sartorial choices as unnecessary. His clothing was always fastened with elaborate buttons and adorned with intricate patterns, much to the amusement of others. Walter worked at the local dump, where he spent his days sorting through discarded items. His colleagues often teased him, saying, "Why bother with such fancy clothes for a dull job?" But Walter remained undeterred. He believed that even mundane tasks deserved a touch of elegance. One rainy afternoon, an unexpected flood swept through the village, causing chaos and panic. The villagers rushed to the town's headquarters, seeking shelter. Walter, however, had a different idea. He remembered an old framework he had seen in the dump, a sturdy wooden frame that could serve as a makeshift boat. Ignoring the skeptical glances from his neighbors, Walter fastened the frame together using bits of string and wire. He figured that if he could navigate the floodwaters, he might find a way to rescue those stranded downstream. With determination in his heart, he set sail on his peculiar vessel, heading towards the harbor. As he floated downstream, Walter noticed an abandoned gig, a small rowboat, caught in the debris. He steered his makeshift boat towards it and managed to climb aboard. The gig was leaky, but Walter used his inquiry skills to plug the holes with bits of cloth he found in his pockets. The rain continued to pour, and the headlines in the local newspaper screamed about the disaster. Walter rowed tirelessly, his heels digging into the wet wood. He reached the outskirts of the village, where he discovered a household clinging to the rooftop of their submerged home. Their desperate cries for help echoed in the rain. Walter's heart swelled with compassion. He helped the family into the gig, and together, they rowed towards safety. The villagers watched in awe as Walter brought the stranded family back to the harbor. The town's host, Mayor Thompson, shook Walter's hand, grateful for his quick thinking and bravery. From that day on, Walter became a local hero. The framework he had salvaged from the dump was displayed proudly in the town square, a symbol of resourcefulness and resilience. The villagers no longer dismissed his fancy attire. Instead, they admired his unique perspective and willingness to take action. And so, in the little village of Dullsville, Walter's name was forever associated with courage, compassion, and the belief that even the most ordinary of tasks could be transformed into something extraordinary. As the sun set, casting a warm glow over the harbor, Walter stood there, a joint smile of satisfaction and contentment on his face, knowing that sometimes, the fanciest things were the ones that truly mattered.